Hey, what's up? This is Scott with Level Up Tuts, and today we're going to keep the box model tutorials rolling with the next thing, okay? The first we did height and width, last time we did margin, and this time we're going to be doing border. So as we mentioned in the very first tutorial, it goes, the box model goes margin, border, padding, and then your content. So this border, that we're going to put on this white box here, where would you expect it to end up? As you can see, the margin is pushing this here. The border is going to go right up to this white edge. And then once we do padding, that padding is going to go from that border in. And you'll see that more in action once we get into some padding and sort of a little bit of why we would use padding and all that stuff. But this lesson is about border. Okay, so let's go back to our code. And the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to increase this width. And I'm going to have this just be a smooth 70% for the width. So let's go back to our Chrome. Let's refresh. Okay, now we need to add a border to this. So with the CSS border, as in with a lot of these, there's a few different things that come along with the word border, and that you can write them out individually or you can write them out all together. But of course, you're always going to want to write it together if you can. So you can do border width, and then you can do border style. Sorry, it's not liking that I didn't finish this off. Okay, and then you can also do border color. Okay, so this color, let's set this to be something really obvious. We'll have this just be yellow. And this is one of the worst colors in CSS. Okay, so let's say border color yellow, border style. There's several different border styles, and you'll see them all over the place, or at least a couple of them. You'll probably see at least dashed and solid. You might see dotted much less frequently, and double less frequently. And then there's groove, ridge, insert, outset. I would look these up, but really the only ones I would, say that you see on a normal basis is solid and dashed are pretty common. So we're going to say solid because that's the one you use most often, I'd say. And then width, we're going to have this be a 5, not 50, we'll have this be a 5 pixel border. And now if we come back to our page, we should have some bright colors. Okay, see, now we have this border. And if another thing you noticed was that this whole white box with the yellow border is now a little bit bigger. That's because the border is actually included in the width. And this would be immediately apparent if we changed this width from 70 pixels to, let's say, 400 pixels, or 70% to 400 pixels. Now when we hover over this, you can see that the box, including the border, is 410 pixels wide and 410 pixels tall. So this border actually extends past what the width is. So just something to just notice if you're laying out something and you want things to be, that you wanted this whole thing with the border to be exactly 400 pixels, you would have to set this to be, let's see, 390 pixels. And what that's going to do is the box itself will be 390 pixels wide, but then the left border will be 5 pixels, the right border is 5 pixels, evens out to 400 even. Okay, so let's try something else. I'm going to come back here. I'm going to set this up to be like 10, and I'm going to set this to be dashed. Let's make this something less hideous, and I'm just going to have this just be a 333. And refresh, and now we have a dashed like dark gray border around our object. So now that we've written these individually, I'm going to show you how you would write them most often, and that's all together. You can say border and then colon, and then we're going to do the width first. So we'll do 1 pixel because we're going to switch it up a little bit, and then we're going to do dashed. And then we're going to do the color. So the order here is going to be width, style, color. We'll save this, refresh. We have our dashed border all the way around our box. And just to make it a little bit more obvious, we'll make this 10 pixels and it'll be nice and huge. There we go. Nice big border around the whole box. Now what if you just only wanted this border top or bottom, left, right? Well, you could actually say that in your CSS. You could change this to be, we want the border top. Refresh, now just the top. Again, border bottom. Save this, refresh, now just the bottom. Okay, so this is CSS borders. Let's actually get rid of this and make it be solid just to finish out here for no reason in particular. Okay, so now you have a border. Great. In the next lesson, we're going to go over padding and how padding can complete this box model here, and you'll be, have full control over these divs. Okay. So as always, leave a comment on the video. Hit us up at Twitter, Tuts. My name is Scott Tolinsky, and thanks for watching. Bye.